Welcome fans and viewers to a Central A matchup between the Belgrade Lady Panthers and the Havre Blue Ponies. The defending State A Class A girls state champs coming to Belgrade tonight for a conference matchup. Havre comes in tonight's contest 2-0, and we'll see what if the Belgrade Lady Panthers can kind of withstand the defending state champs as they mauled the Park High Rangers last night, roughly 72-27. So here with about 5 seconds to go before the start time, we will do the national anthem, and we will be right back for a short pregame show.
Ladies and gentlemen, for today's contest, featuring our guests from Havre, the Blue Ponies, and your Belgrade Panther. Belgrade High School, the Central A Conference, the Montana High School Association, and Stockman Bank welcome you to today's basketball game. Stockman Bank, title sponsor of the MHSA Stockman Bank Sportsmanship Program, reminds you that your mission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of noteworthy skills developed by some of Montana's finest student athletes. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials or opponents is disrespectful, discourteous, and unacceptable. Belgrade High School, the Central A Conference, Stockman Bank, and the Montana High School Association invite you to help focus on the participants playing this evening. And show of sportsmanship to begin. Let's hear for our officials today. We have Kevin Peterson, Ben Peters, and John Genovan. This time we ask everyone to please stand in honor of America for the presentation of colors by the Belgrade Cheer Squad, directed by Bethany Bachshoki, and the singing of our national anthem by David Oster.
Whose
All right, basketball fans, we're here on the Ty Elliott State Farm pregame show. Currently doing the starting lineups for both teams. Belgrade comes in today's contest 1-2.
Now starters for your Belgrade Panthers.
Could be 2-2 after Thursday night as they beat and handled the Dillon Beavers. It'll be a little bit more tougher contest though for Belgrade as they take on the defending Class A champs. We had a moment to actually talk with the head coach for the Havre Blue Ponies, Dustin Kraske, and let's get his take on tonight's game and how the Havre Blue Ponies are doing.
Number 24.
The Ty Elliott State Farm pregame show with head coach Dustin Kraske, the Havre Blue Ponies. Coach, you're defending state champs. You come into Belgrade tonight and kind of on a win streak, and you played well last night in Park. Kind of give us a perspective of how the season's going for our viewers.
Well, it's going pretty well for us, selfishly. Our kids are playing hard, playing together pretty well, so we're excited for that. Really excited to play Belgrade today. You know, Sarah does a wonderful job as a coach here. Love Gabby. She's going to be great. The Christensen kid. We got to have our hands full. It'll be fun.
And you also have one of your better returners, in the Kendall girl, and she's still a high scorer for you.
You know, she has been. Last night she distributed the ball very well, so that was kind of a different role for her, which was, I mean, obviously for us it's incredibly exciting. But yeah, she's a handful. Her and Katia Miller coming back are kind of our two returners from last year that played quite a bit. They've done a nice job leading this group of youngsters and kind of getting them ready to play. So yeah, it's been good. We have the luxury of kids that can score.
And you talked about you're kind of running a little bit this year, and then you come off a state championship year. Is there a difference between the two teams? You kind of said you like the girls running right now and hope they continue.
Yeah, you know, last year's team I thought was kind of a grind it out, we're going to guard you in the half court type of look and take your will away. That was kind of their hope, you know. And now this year's group is, you know, got maybe a little extended out a little bit. We run quite a bit more. We play more kids, and they're just different. The playing hard's kind of the same, but the attitude of push it ahead and try to get easy transition buckets is quite a bit different.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, man. It's been great.
Carlson.
So that was head coach for the Havre Blue Ponies, Dustin Kraske, as Havre gets on the board first 2-0. But Belgrade comes right back, and McKenna Carlson gets fouled and goes to the line to shoot two, misses the first one. 2-0 Havre currently. Shot up and in, nice finish for McKenna Carlson, 2-1 Havre. And as Coach Kraske said, we'll see how much Havre's able to get out and run as they've been able to do that the last two games against their opponents. 25 kicks it over to number 21, Miller, who had the first 2 points of the game. Scramble on the floor. Christensen gets it up to Gabby Weber. Gabby Weber pulls up, shot up over the top. Nice little pull up, no good, but Bailey Christensen tips it right back out to Gabby Weber, keeps it alive and up and in, so one for two. Coach Kraske wants a 30-second timeout. So welcome to the broadcast, my other half, Nate Parsegan.
Hey, I'll tell you what,
when back up in the booth here.
When the event center is on time, which is a rarity, I am clearly not ready when we actually have to tip off at 2 o'clock.
Both of us, I'm working usually before these games, and I get here and scramble and try to get interviews. And I apologize to our home viewers who haven't been able to get a interview with Sarah Fowler yet in these first few games because the girls are always playing first, and we're kind of running right up into the game here. So,
well, and we'll see if we can't get Sarah to come up one of these times during the boys' game.
Maybe at halftime of the boys' games to come talk and give the synopsis of the season. So, Belgrade takes early 3-2 lead, though. Gabby Weber, nice pull-up shot off Bailey Christensen's tip, keeps it alive. I'll hand it over to my partner.
So now the Blue Ponies on offense. Panthers here with the early lead against the defending state champions here. Ball loose, taken away by Christensen up to her sister.
That's Taylor.
Oh, yep. Now a three-pointer on the way, no good. His rebound goes to Havre. Three-pointer on the wing. Now the other end won't go. Scrambling for it, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Blue Pony ball
right here. Yep, Belgrade basketball. Yeah, number 10, for the Blue Ponies. Kendall Keller, returning All-State player, as Gabby Weber steals the inbound pass, comes down the floor, up and in, and finishes. Great start for Gabby Weber. Nate has seemed like she's settled down on after these first few games, and hopefully she continues to play with a lot of confidence, as she looks pretty good early on.
Now driving baseline and going up with it, missing. Rebound Carlson. She gets it out to Weber.
So nice job by the Belgrade Panthers here early on. Takes a 5-2 lead, but we know how powerful Havre is.
Boy, and there's an offensive foul called. Coach, what did you see on that one? What was that whistle?
I saw absolutely nothing. That was a great.
I set you up on that.
Yeah. And I'll smash that out of the park. That was a horrible call. And the referee says she extended the arm, so that's just a good hard screen. That's Havre's fault for not calling out the screen, letting their teammate know the screen's coming. Bailey Christensen set a nice hard screen, and that's just the way the game's played.
So now on the other end,
as we said, number 10, Kendall Keller, and Nate is averaging 22 points a game for Havre, and Coach Kraske of Havre Blue Ponies said she's been also distributing the ball very nicely to her teammates. So pretty balanced basketball player.
Yeah, she got two more there driving to the left side. Is now Panthers looking for Weber across the lane. She loses the handle, stolen away here by Keller and headed the other way.
Yeah, she's got to be stronger there as she jump stops in between traffic, as someone's got to help and stop Keller, and that's what the Blue Ponies can do, as Kraske talked about. A little bit of difference between last year's team and this year's team, Nate, is last year's team for them was kind of a grinded out, half court, lock you down, and he likes his team this year because they get out and run in transition a little bit as Belgrade turns it over for the second consecutive possession. Over the top to Miller, can't handle it. It'll be Belgrade basketball.
Yeah, it turned right back over to the Panthers, and looks like we have a timeout here taken by Coach Fowler, slowing things down as Belgrade trails at 6-5. Let's go ahead and thank one of our sponsors to make Panther Life possible. We'll be right back after this break.
Taco Time's new awesome sauce burrito is just $1.99. It's totally sauceum. See what I did there? Made with real food real fast. We load it with seasoned ground beef, refried beans, rich and creamy cheese sauce, and our world-famous Mexi fries. Time to customize. Pick your sauce, boss. Choose original, green, or blazing 5-alarm. Whatever your style, grab your awesome sauce burrito and go the extra mile for just $1.99. Only at Taco Time, where real ingredients make better food.
Weber, and a foul called. Geez, was that against Weber, or did she just step out of bounds? Either way, it's going to be Blue Pony ball. Yeah, I think she just stepped out of bounds on the sideline there. So an unfortunate turnover coming out of the timeout for Belgrade.
Yeah, 2 turnovers there for Gabby Weber.
Boy, looking inside on that right block, missing though, offensive rebound, and then fouled going up with it. That was number 15, Loy Wade.
McKenna Carlson, her first, second team foul. Loy Wade at the line, shooting 2.
So Wade will shoot 2 at the line here.
And if Belgrade can, limit their turnovers like they did in the last couple possessions where, they're not turning it over because of pressure. They can't handle anything. It's just bad decisions. They pounded Dillon the other night, but in the game before against Laurel, they had something like 26 turnovers. And if they can limit the turnovers and just play consistent their game like they can, like there's another turnover there, they'll be within striking distance, but Havre has the lead here, and they turn it over again, and that cannot happen.
Yeah, 2 consecutive turnovers for the Panthers coming out of that timeout. Now trailing by 2 as a 3-pointer is on the way. It's in and out. Rebound goes to Gabby Weber. That was Miller on that missed shot. Weber left side turns on, goes in. 2-pointer there for Gabby. 7-all now.
Yeah, nice little pull up, turn and fade away a little bit to get separation. And when she shoots at the top of her jump shot like that, she's as good as anybody.
Now looking to go baseline. Miller under the basket. That's going to be out of bounds.
And for the Panthers, we have Hazel Eaton.
As Hazel Eaton will check into the game.
And also Cheyenne Tooman will come in for McKenna Carlson.
Weber here in a tie ball game, controls it up top. Taylor Christensen on the right wing. Finds her sister on the elbow, now looking for Eaton. Weber slows things back down here. Eaton finds a screen up top, 15-foot jump shots blocked. Keller on the block now up ahead, and Weber is able to get a hand on it but unable to finish the steal, and then laying it in for two is Katia Miller.
And that's what we talked about, those transition buckets. As Belgrade takes jump shots like that, you got to have good rotation back, and Gabby was kind of there, but they just were able to get that basketball over the top.
There's Cheyenne Tooman's shot, won't go. Miller comes up with the rebound. Up ahead to Keller, nearly losing the handle on it, guarded by Eaton.
And she's tough to guard one-on-one.
She was all the way across court on the pass.
Good defense.
Shot misses, rebound goes to Tooman.
Yeah, great defense there by Bailey Christensen, just getting her hands vertical on that shot there.
Tooman drives in. Her shot's going to be blocked, but it'll be out of bounds. It'll be Belgrade ball.
Yeah, Tooman being aggressive, but maybe also needs to continue to be aggressive. It's not bad being aggressive, but also kind of choose your shot selection wisely, though, too. Kind of got to be a balance there.
Inbound pass, looking for Tooman. She'll control it here. Now finds Weber. Taylor Christensen thought about a three. Now looking for Eaton, cutting to the basket. This ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Havre to be Belgrade ball. Weber here now with 2 to play in the first quarter. Gets it to Eaton on the wing. Finds a screen. 15-foot jump shot won't go. Rebound to the Ponies.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Hazel Eaton, but you got to get back in transition. She does actually a good job of trying to recover, but Kendall Keller gets fouled and go to the line for 2. Nice shot by her. Great decision, was wide open, just couldn't come down with that 15-footer, but you see how quick Havre got in transition there.
Third team foul. Kendall Keller at the line.
Keller now with 5 of the 10 of the Havre Blue Pony points. Now she's got 6 there. Here, 6 here in the first quarter.
For the Panthers.
Havre extends the lead 11-7 here with 1:45 to go. Little floater by Gabby Weber off the glass, no good. Havre with the rebound, and then Weber gets called for the foul off the rebound. So that'll be the 4th team foul for Havre, or for Belgrade.
Foul on Gabby Weber, her first.
It's 11-7.
Team foul.
So 1:40 to go now, first quarter. Ponies here. 4-point lead. Miller to Keller, back out to Miller for 3. In and out, rebound goes to Gabby. Looking ahead here in transition, crosses over, hands it off to Tooman. Tooman is then fouled. This will be on the floor, so Panthers will inbound it from under the basket.
Second team foul.
Here in the set play, Tooman underneath. Her shot off the back iron. Then McGinley goes up and can't finish it. So here's Keller now headed the other way. And Weber just gets a hand on it and then creates a tip off of the Blue Ponies' last touch. So it's going to be Belgrade ball, 1:04 to go here, first quarter.
Yeah, we'll see if Belgrade can get a little bit better possession here. Get another good opportunity to score.
Eaton on the wing. Gets a high screen from Tooman. Looking forward to cut now. Barkel in the game here. 40 seconds to go in the first. Weber picks up the screen. Long jump shot on the way. Hit the rim a few times, doesn't go. Eaton now with the rebound.
30.
We're going to have a couple special guests up here on the broadcast here. We'll get them in for the first intermission at the
30
quarter.
seconds, so they're great job by Belgrade keeping that possession alive, get to the free throw line as they needed as she misses the first, but 11-7 Havre, and turnovers kind of killed us there to get Havre the lead. But still tight ball game. We just got to limit those turnovers and get a little bit better help in transition as the game goes on.
Second shot won't go. Ball loose. It's going to be rebounded by the Blue Ponies. Now in trouble here in the backcourt. Miller's going to get it across midcourt. Pass inside is going to be turnover here. Belgrade ball.
Yeah, so Belgrade getting another shot. Havre doing their fair share of turnovers as well here.
Weber finds Tooman underneath. Her shot, no foul called. Misses. Now 6 seconds to go here in the quarter. Pass inside. Miller wide open underneath. Lays it in left hand. And there's the buzzer for the end of the first quarter. Let's go to a commercial and we'll be back with a couple of special guests up here in the broadcast. We'll be right back after this break.
High Country Paving, locally owned and operated since 2002. High Country Paving believes in the values of kids being a part of the team. Harrington Pepsi, your local Pepsi bottler. Made to Clean. Trust the team that's made to clean. Give them a call at 209-2109. Reach Higher Montana helps students achieve personal success in education, career, and life. Schedule an appointment with Cullen Gilbreth in the BHS Counseling Office.
All right, here we are back in action, and we've got a couple of former Belgrade Panthers here that are going to help us call the action in this second quarter. We got Jamal Williams and Trey Mounts, a couple former Belgrade student athletes. Guys, thanks for joining us here on the broadcast.
No problem.
Absolutely.
Let me make sure I got this on. Yeah, we're on. So Barkel looking inside. Christensen, her shot misses. Ball's loose.
Yeah, that's a nice play. And those are the pin down screens that we talked about. When you get that tight on the screen, I think they can do that a little bit more when they have big on big in those tight screens. There's no space that a defender can get through, and Bailey does a nice job of reading that curl off that screen, but just can't convert.
So Christensen inbounds to Weber. I'm going to bring these guys in. What do you guys think of this game so far? You guys catch that first quarter? Belgrade's hung with them pretty well up until the last minute or so.
I think that Belgrade hasn't lost a touch since I went here. Coach Fowler still got her girls playing very well and very well coached. I think they're going to come out with the dub at the end of these 4 quarters. Just wait and see. You heard it here first by Jamal Williams. Belgrade will beat Havre Ponies, Blue Ponies.
He's talking from way back in his day like this was a long time ago, man. You were just here a couple years ago. Wasn't that long, was it?
3 years. I'll be a junior, or I'm going into second semester of my sophomore year. So 3 years since I've been here. That's a pretty long time if you think about it, because it's about to be a new year, right?
Yeah, just kind of nodding along here. Here's this ball is Christensen got a hand on it, so it's going to be inbounded by Havre. Miller here on the right side. Pass inside, now going up with it. And getting the roll off of the glass, number 25, that's Wurzberger.
Yeah, well executed there by Havre off the inbound. Nice little screen play. Curl cut to the middle and shoots right over the top of the defense. Anytime you get a few scores out of your inbound play, you're happy as a coach.
Here now a turnover and then a quick whistle, double dribble. All right, well, here's what we're going to do, fellas. We're going to finish calling this second quarter. You guys chime in when you got some insight for us. But then at halftime, we want to interview you and hear what you guys are up to these days. All right. If we have any timeouts, we'll jump in that as well.
Definitely.
But as you see right now, Havre leading 15-7 in the second quarter.
Yeah, they got to help Gabby out or the point guard out when she stops her dribble. And she also has to become better aware of when to pick up her dribble and when not to as we turn the ball over trying to pass from the post again. We've got to do a better job of helping.
Yeah, Gabby, that's how you lock them up. Gabby, I see you.
There, good defense by Weber. You hear gets the Havre to lose control of it out of bounds. Trey, you were known as being a defensive player for Coach Deming. What did you think about that defensive play there by Gabby?
I thought that was pretty impressive. She just plays with a lot of fire, and I think that really helps the defense. And I think it kind of brings some energy to the defensive side of the game. And I think she's a good leader, and I think if she just needs to keep that up the rest of the season.
There, that three-pointer was no good because it was a double dribble before she got that shot off. Taylor Christensen brings it down the floor, finds Hazel Eaton. Stolen away now by the Blue Ponies. This is Keller with the right hand this time. And she goes in and out here. Would have been an and one. She can play both hands. She's taking it to the rim with left and right.
Yeah, she's a great player, all-state player, averaging 22 a game, and you can only corral her for so long. And her coach was talking last night how well she distributed, but she definitely knows when to just take the basketball and try to score.
Misses that first one.
I get on.
Hits that first one now, 16-7.
And it's kind of a quiet separation. Belgrade, it's tight early, and then all of a sudden you look up, and now we're down 9, Nate. And Belgrade's definitely got to hold on to the basketball here as we've had a few too many turnovers. And Havre's done a great job like that, keeping it alive.
Now looking to drive the lane here, whistle before she gets there. It's going to be a foul on the floor against Filas there, Sadie Filas.
And not only the turnovers, again, you see how quick they get into transition. And as they talked about in pregame, they're doing a much better job of trying to push the basketball this year, and they definitely have here, especially here in the second quarter, end of the first and into the second.
Shot misses. Christensen with the rebound ahead to Gabby. Weber kicks it up to Christensen. 14-footer on the way, won't go. Rebound grab by Filas.
Coach D, I agree with you. Once Belgrade starts to minimize the turnovers, I think they'll be fine and, come back and win this game. But right now, I think they're just playing a little too fast, and they keep turning the ball over. And as you said, Havre is a good transition team, and they're pushing the ball, getting us to foul them when they go to the hole or getting buckets in transition. But once we can control the pace of the game and stop the turnovers, I feel like Belgrade will be back in this game and take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a good point, is especially a team who likes to run, you got to be able to take the tempo into your hands to try to eliminate that part of their game. And early on, Belgrade was able to do that. They were kind of matching. Like Jamal said, they have not been able to get the pace back in their hands, and it's created turnovers for Belgrade. And now Havre extended the lead to 10.
Second free throw is on the way and good, so now it's 11. I think Jamal must have been watching Panther Live when the girls played Hardin, because they were down by 14 early in that game, made the comeback. Just like that, you're right.
Well, I watched them live twice, too, when I went here and I was the manager for the girls basketball team. And we went down against Hardin in both games and came back and showed fight and heart against that team. So I know and I believe in the Belgrade girls, and I know with the coaching by Miss Fowler and Miss Christensen, that they all have heart and they all have desire to play this game. So I don't have any doubt in my mind that they're going to come back and win this game, because I've seen them do it before, and I know they're going to do it today.
Picking up that rebound there in the defensive end, now looking for something on offense is Bailey Christensen to her sister Taylor. Now getting the screen up top, loses the handle for a moment, picks it back up now to Weber. Weber drives in, floater in the lane, off the glass and in. So Gabby Weber here with an and-one opportunity.
Yeah, huge bucket there by Gabby Weber to get the potential three-point play. Good job of her being aggressive off that screen and roll.
Gabby's grandmother, Connie, watching from out of town, one of our #1 Panther Live fans. I'm sure she enjoys this three-point play. If Gabby can convert it, free throw hits the rim a couple times, no good. It's going to be rebounded by the Blue Ponies.
She kind of bailed out of her free throw there a little bit. Got to stay on the line and stay in there and finish up top.
Ponies now looking for a shot. Drives baseline, goes up, misses, and we have a charging foul. Cheyenne Tooman draws that one. Talked to Cheyenne. She said that she drew a charge against Dillon the other night as well. So nice to see her on the floor making big plays on defense for the Panthers. And then right back. Offensive foul called against Tooman there. Maybe just getting a little physical there, trying to get open. So it'll be a turnover with 4:33 to go here till halftime. Havre again leading by 9. Shot on the baseline won't go. Rebound Christensen. Ahead to Taylor Christensen. She's looking for Barkel down floor. Now on the ground, she gets it out to Taylor. Taylor needs a teammate here, finds Gabby Weber. Weber, jump shots blocked. No, she's fouled, yeah.
A little late, but I didn't think it was coming, but she got hammered there. I think Belgrade's got to do a better job of controlling the basketball in the half court. They look a little bit rushed, and the guards are picking up their dribble a little bit further away from teammates, but teammates also have to realize once they pick up their dribble, they got to come within a foot or so to get the basketball and then just restart the offense, because Havre's one pass away tonight defense is tough to just throw out of that situation.
Weber hits the first free throw. What do you guys think about the 2 camera views? It's pretty cool, huh? We've really upgraded since you guys played.
Yeah, you guys definitely have. It's pretty impressive.
I'm actually learning a lot, because I never really got to watch this when I went here.
Well,
but my parents did.
Then. Like you said, that was a long time ago. It's changed a bit.
I would watch the football games when I was in Dillon on Friday nights, and I noticed you guys had instant replay, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Whoa, instant replay.
Yeah, we can pull that out sometimes.
Wow.
And you guys had two level cameras too, one on the field and one up above.
See, sometimes you got to really elicit those compliments here and there.
Yeah. I love what you guys are doing with it.
I know it always happens. Once you leave, it just gets better and better.
Yeah, and I see the schools. I see the schools getting better and better too. You guys are building on, adding new wings to the school, new restrooms and auxiliary rooms, and yeah, congratulations on going AA. And I wish you guys the best of luck. And let's go kick Bozeman butt. Yeah.
13-18 here. Panthers now just down by 5. Here in the corner to Keller. Spin move on the baseline, goes up, misses. Taylor Christensen grabs the rebound. Weber thinks about it. McGinley will shoot. Misses front iron, rebound to Havre. Now losing the handle, Taylor Christensen with the steal. Christensen goes up, no foul called, but out of bounds. It's going to be Belgrade ball inbounding under the basket here, just down 5.
What'd I tell you guys about that comeback?
They're a little early still, but let's see what we can do on this inbound here.
Possession at a time, Jamal. One possession at a time.
Here's Weber for 3.
That's what they need.
Jamal called it right there. Panthers down by 2.
Good job by Gabby Weber.
What can I say? I know my Panther girls, you know. I was a manager for a whole year. I know how their heart is. They're not going to lose this game.
Ponies working on the perimeter. A long three-pointer on the way, won't go. Rebound, Bailey Christensen. McGinley ahead. Gets it to Gabby. She'll slow things down here and get a set play. Christensen through the lane, goes up. She's fouled and one.
Big shot. Huge shot.
Taylor Christensen has a chance to give the Panthers the lead here.
And they've made better decisions even in their half-court sets there, not turning the basketball over, didn't force any back throwers, girls running through off the back doors, and reading their curl cuts. So they've done a nice job in those last couple possessions in their half-court decisions in their offense.
So Belgrade up one now. Keller slices through the lane, goes up, misses. Rebound offensive there to Cato, and then she's fouled, so Cato's going to go to the free throw line.
I've always wondered how the top official, who is blocked by the defensive player, can see the contact in that situation. I'm not sure.
And there's another official
and
right there on the baseline.
I think there was a foul, don't get me wrong, but I always wondered how that official could always make that call when you're blocked by the defender.
Cato misses the first free throw. Second one's on the way. Front iron, no good. Offensive rebound right to her. She misses, and now Cato's going to go back to the free throw line.
So Belgrade climbs back in, like Jamal says, gets that 1-point lead, but then they kind of revert. If they stay consistent, they could extend this lead, I think, but stuff like that they cannot do. She goes 0 for 2 from the line, not even close, and we don't get the rebound off the box out.
Cato this time hits the first free throw to tie it up.
Splashes that one.
Second one won't go. Carlson gets the rebound. Under 2 to play now, second quarter.
Oh, might have traveled there. That's what we talked about when they're picking up their dribble. The guards keep making more space, and at that point, just come back to the basketball and restart. There's no shot clock you have to worry about. Just get a reset, help your teammate out, and hopefully they talk about that at half.
Miller, she nearly traveled. Keller into the corner to Walker.
Great defense there. Shot the baseline there.
Keller now finds an open teammate. Wing three-pointer, air ball. It's going to be rebounded by McGinley.
Take it, Gabby. Take it.
Gabby goes up with it.
Cash.
Nice head fake. Nice head fake. She came back, got square, and again, shooting much better than she did the first couple games. Finish at the top of her jump shot, and she's good a shooter as anybody. She's got 15 here in the half.
Yep, she's got 15, Connie, if you're scoring from home. Miller will shoot the three. Won't go. Carlson rebound. Gets it to Weber. Under 1 to play here.
Go, Gabby. Go coast to coast, Gabby. Take it,
Gabby, left hand, kicks it to Christensen. Christensen drives, now kicks it out to Barkel.
Kick it back to Gabby.
Now McGinley loses the handle, turnover. And here come the Ponies with 30 seconds to go in the half. Keller open on the block, puts it in.
Good find by the Havre Blue Ponies, and knew that wasn't going to be a miss.
Weber kicks it out. Christensen three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound goes to Keller. 15 seconds here. Tie ball game. First half.
As Coach Fowler yelling at her girls to get back, but when you have this transition game, and actually Belgrade's kind of pushed the basketball the last couple possessions as they miss, and gets the rebound, offensive rebound, put back at the buzzer here. I think both teams are a little bit tired, and Havre comes away with a 2-point lead off of another rebounding mistake.
Let's do this. Let's run through all our commercials. We'll come back with an interview of a couple former Belgrade Panthers here, find out what they're doing now. So let's go ahead to this commercial break, and we'll be back.
Please remain in the stand.
Big Sky Bravery provides our military's active duty special operations forces with post-deployment decompression programs throughout Montana's restorative surroundings.
Town and Country Foods, serving the Belgrade community. High Country Paving, locally owned and operated since 2002. High Country Paving believes in the values of kids being a part of the team. Harrington Pepsi, your local Pepsi bottler. Made to Clean. Trust the team that's made to clean. Give them a call at 209-2109. Reach Higher Montana helps students achieve personal success in education, career, and life. Schedule an appointment with Cullen Gilbreth in the BHS Counseling Office.
Athletics. Many of our boosters are listed in your program. Belgrade Athletics would like to
All right, we are back here on Panther Live.
If you'd like to become a booster member, there are forms in the lobby,
halftime
right
show. Belgrade down only by 2, 23-21. Girls climb back, fellas, into this basketball game. We are here with Jamal Williams and Trey Mounts, two former Belgrade football and basketball players. So what struck you the most that got them back, Belgrade back in that game?
Well, as I said earlier, they were going to come back. I knew they were. And they started to minimize the turnovers. But as you see, they went back down, but only by 2 at halftime because they went back to those turnovers, those silly mistakes. They just got to slow the ball down, make better passes, not cross-court passes. They got to, you know, if somebody picks up their dribble, I believe you said this earlier, the teammate has to come to the ball. They can't just stand there because throwing it helps Havre. It makes it easier on Havre to get a turnover. And we got to box out and control those rebounds.
Move this way.
we have to control the rebounds and get rebounds off those missed free throws, because we sent the girl to the line and she missed 2 free throws and she wasn't even close to making them, and then she gets her own rebound back and gets fouled again and goes back to the line and makes a free throw and ties the game up with this.
So Belgrade with an opportunity here in the second half, and I know Coach Kraske of the Havre Blue Ponies, he's a great coach himself, obviously winning a state title. So he'll make his adjustments too, and he's a great motivator as well. But you guys have been out of Belgrade for a few years now, and former football players on football scholarship right now. Let's tell our viewers where you're at, what you're doing. Trey, where are you going to school and who are you playing for?
So I'm playing for the University of Montana Western football team. I play slot receiver and punt returner this year. I redshirted my freshman year, and then I played this year as a sophomore. I started 9 out of the 10 games. I had a really good season. Our team went 6-4. We were just 1 game shy from being Frontier Conference champions, actually, and so that was kind of it was a good season for us, and you know, it just gives us a little more to fight for next year. And
yeah, and I have a lot of respect for the Frontier Conference. That's a tough conference to play in. Doesn't matter how good a team you are. Teams get after each other week in, week out, whether they're 0-8 or 8-0, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's a tough conference to play in.
Yep, it's anyone's game every weekend.
And you go as far as Oregon?
Yep. We go to Oregon twice. We go to Southern Oregon and Eastern Oregon.
Are those your furthest games then?
Yeah. Yep. They're about Southern Oregon was about 17 hours on bus, and Eastern was about 12. Yeah.
So Jamal, where are you playing football at?
I attend Minot State University in North Dakota. We're in the NSIC conference, and we're not as good as Trey and them. You know, we went 1-10 this year, unfortunately. But this year, I'm also a redshirt. I'm also a redshirt like Trey. Redshirt freshman I played this year, and I played running back, safety, and linebacker this year for our team. And did as much as I could to help us win. But unfortunately, you know, we played against some good, really hard teams, and just the outcomes wasn't in our favor this year.
Are you enjoying it out there? Do you like the football out there, even though you kind of struggled this year? Do you enjoy the college, the coaching staff, all that type of stuff?
North Dakota I don't like it because of the weather. The weather is horrible. I'd rather be in Montana than North Dakota, for sure. Like, that wind sucks.
That's why you got to head to the old NDSU and play in the old Fargo Dome. That's how they're starting running backs from Florida. That's how they get Florida recruits, is you play indoors, see. As
a school, though, it's a good school. The coaching staff, I think they've been there too long. They just been there too long. It's a losing program, and to me, the stuff they say to us, I don't feel like they want to change it around. Like telling players, you know, after games, you don't care if we win or lose. I feel like it's the wrong thing to tell players, especially when they come from winning backgrounds. Like, I went 8-2 at Belgrade and we went to semifinals. So for me to go to college and go 3-7 my redshirt freshman year, and then 1-10 the year I played, that's a losing culture. And then for us not to be doing anything to change it, I'm not okay with that, because I come from winning backgrounds.
Here, I want to jump in here. I don't know if I'm on screen or not. Oh, hey there I am. What's going on? Hey, you guys, though, you probably see some other Belgrade athletes. You guys play against any other former Belgrade Panthers in your season? Talk about those matchups you guys had.
I played against Will and Grady Blewett.
So, okay, you played against Will Blewett?
And Grady Blewett.
Grady, okay.
At UMary. And I just want to say, I had 2 touchdowns and an interception, and we still hold the trophy. And you guys can't ever talk to me,
so that
ever.
Was the one. Was that was the one of the 1-10?
Yeah, and then some other players, and then some other players, they're on my team, like Spencer Gordon.
Yep.
He goes to my school. Another kid that also went here but transferred high school is Kyle Holgate. He goes to my school. Yeah. Hayden Van Winkle goes to my school. They're on my team. And then we have some other kids that we played against from Havre and Sydney in our conference, Central A. So yeah, I get to play against a lot of Montana kids and have fun and talk trash about high school.
Yeah, I got to play against Kobe Ruff from Rocky. He graduated a few years before me, but it was really cool, and it was kind of sweet to kind of have a matchup between me and him. So, and I won once and he won once, so it kind of worked out for both of us. But it's always cool to play against former teammates and kids that you played against in high school.
Awesome. Well, thanks, fellas, for joining the show. Got about 20 seconds towards the half, and if we don't see you the rest of the time over the break, have a good Christmas with your families. And
thank you.
But if you're around, come in and see us.
No problem. I appreciate you guys for having us on, and it's great to see you guys, and great to see Belgrade culture, because it's been 3 years since I went here, and I wish I got to play another year at Belgrade and not just 1 year, because the 1 year I did play, I had a lot of fun in all the sports I participated in, track, wrestling, football. I just had fun, and I think this is a good atmosphere and good program. And to everybody that's listening, send your kids to Belgrade. They're going AA, so you want to send your kids to Belgrade. That's all I got to say. Jamal Williams out.
Go Panthers.
Thanks, fellas.
Great atmosphere. Hey, you guys going AA?
All right, so here we go, start of the second half. And I'm actually going to jump over here. Coach, I'm going to let you keep this one. We might lose some commentary for a moment while I get the scoreboard reset. I see that's not quite connected right, so I'll be right back.
All right, we are here back in the second half as Belgrade has possession. As Taylor Christensen inbounds the ball to Megan McGinley, who comes off the curl shot, banks it up and in. So Megan McGinley with the bank shot ties the basketball game at 23-all here early on in the third quarter. Pretty good half for both teams.
Boy, nice drive there by Wade. Shot misses here, offensive rebound. Taylor Christensen, Weber for three, goes! Gabby's got 18. And the Panthers lead by 1 in the third.
Yeah, nice, better baseline cutoff there by Gabby Weber.
3-point on the way, misses. Rebound, Taylor Christensen.
And when you're a team against type of team defending state champs like Havre and you're Belgrade, there's really nothing to lose as far as pressure-wise. Right. I think the girls are playing fairly relaxed and loose. Nice job there, past Michaela and using her height to go over the top. Gets fouled, go to the line and shoot two. But I just feel that they're playing relaxed. Even when they got down a little bit, they didn't get real shaky at that point. They just kept with things and kept with their game, and they adjusted some things, and they climbed back in the game. And if they can continue to play this way, they have a great shot at winning here. So McKenna hits her first there to take a 2-point lead.
Free throw goes for Carlson. Keller will bring it down floor. Pass inside, open underneath, and then going to the foul line is number 25, Katie Wurtzberger.
Yeah, and Wurtzberger's been very aggressive trying to get to the rim, and at times in the baseline we've been having some issues with her. She's kind of gotten around us in the baseline a little bit, and she does a good job of being aggressive.
Wurtzberger's first free throw goes.
Yeah, a lot of these names you've seen over the years in Havre, Filius and Wurtzberger and Cato. And
okay, so that's how you knew I said it wrong, because you've seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
nice
Carlson
pass.
Underneath. Her shot's blocked. She's actually fouled by Keller.
Havre crowd not liking that. Looked like they felt they got a lot of ball there, but nonetheless, Carlson goes back to the free throw line again for 2. I want to know how in our Bowl Mania League I was the only guy that didn't pick NC A&T.
NC A&T over Alcorn State?
Yes.
Well, they were favored by 7. I don't know what you were thinking.
Well, they won by 2. I was the only guy in the league.
Yeah.
Only guy in the whole league.
Well, you lost one, but it's 1 confidence point. Enough of that. I want to point out Carlson at the free throw line. She missed that second one, but she looks to be great from the free throw line. She has a real nice approach and a smooth stroke from the free throw line, and she's going to find her spot there as she'll get fouled underneath the basket. So I like to see that from Carlson. Now, as Belgrade here still on offense after the offensive rebound. Here's Carlson underneath, can't get it to her.
Well, that was a nice job of of Megan McGinley looking for her. She just needed to throw it up a little bit higher, and I think the girls can do that from time to time. Again, that was the right read. They just got to throw it over the top of the defense because there hasn't been backside help there.
Yeah, well defended there by Keller. Now kicked out three-pointer on the way, misses front iron. Keller, though, gets the rebound. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
So Keller squeezes in there among the Belgrade bigs. Was able to sneak a rebound away and get fouled.
Keller at the line.
Keller hits the first there.
And 2 minutes.
That's her 10th point of the night. Standout junior from Havre. Second one on the way. Goes as well.
Timeout, Blue Ponies.
And a timeout here taken on the floor. Let's see if this is this is actually going to be a 30-second timeout. So with the 30-second timeout, let's go ahead and run one commercial. We'll be right back after this.
Taco Time's new awesome sauce burrito is just $1.99. It's totally sauceum. See what I did there? Made with real food real fast. We load it with seasoned ground beef, refried beans, rich and creamy cheese sauce, and our world-famous Mexi fries. Time to customize. Pick your sauce, boss. Choose original, green, or blazing 5-alarm. Whatever your style, grab your awesome sauce burrito and go the extra mile for just $1.99. Only at Taco Time, where real ingredients make better food.
Panthers here have to deal with the full court pressure. Weber will dribble out of it, it looks like. Finds Taylor Christensen. Swings it across to McGinley.
She's got no dribble there. Smart by her to not try to dribble that again.
Weber spins, thinks about it. McGinley, three-pointer on the way.
Big shot. That's a huge shot by Megan McGinley.
Panthers now lead by 3. Keller, she'll try to respond, and does. Kendall Keller now with 14.
And that's the thing with her, right? When you have a Keller, you're always in the game there, and we kind of missed her, and she was open and splashed it.
Taylor Christensen finds a screen and then a nice roll from Tuman off the glass and in. Cheyenne Tuman right on the spot there.
Yeah,
puts
nice
Belgrade back up by 2.
Absolute nice bounce pass off that roll, and good timing by Taylor Christensen and good finish by Cheyenne.
Now 14-footer goes for Keller. Keller now trying to keep pace with Weber in the scorebook. She's got 16 to Gabby's 18. Here is Gabby right now on the left side, pulls it out. Gets it out to McGinley. Christensen underneath. Rolls it off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Blue Ponies. Keller goes up off the glass, won't fall. Still loose.
Yep.
Bailey comes up with it. She gets it to Taylor. Taylor Christensen dribbles it out of the right corner. Looking for Weber, shot a pass at her ankles there, can't gather it in. So it's going to be a turnover. Here's a question for the coach. You got this great matchup, 2 standout juniors, Gabby Weber and Keller, but neither one's guarding each other. What do you think? Would you have surprised? Would you have expected to see a one-on-one matchup there? Or is a 3-point there, a big shot by number 23 before we get to that? Shavilicek hits the 3.
Yeah, and that's what Havre can do, not only with Keller, but they got girls who can shoot, period, across the board.
Whoa. Oh boy, Keller went down hard.
Yeah, just got tripped up in traffic there, and she's okay. I think everybody got a little bit too excited there.
Well, I saw her head hit the floor.
Yeah.
You see, Coach right now is going to ask her a couple questions to make sure that she's,
which is good. I think she'll be okay, and we don't want to say that she's not okay, but Megan wasn't being over rough there. Their feet just got tangled and she slipped, so she'll take a break and they'll check on her, and as McGinley gets a rest for Belgrade as well.
A couple more players here tied up.
The offensive foul there, so belongs back to Belgrade. Yeah, not necessarily do both good players always guard each other. It just depends who else you have on defense. And Taylor Christensen is athletic.
Right, she is.
And sometimes if you have that type of person who's athletic, who can expend some energy to go guard and wear that person down, that way the shooter, Gabby, doesn't have to, extend as much energy on both ends of the floor. But sometimes it is. Sometimes you do have your best player, best shooter, guard the next person, and also depends on the player. Sometimes that player kind of helps coach make that decision to say, I want to be able to defend her, and I don't think Gabby would have a problem doing it, but I just believe Christensen's one of their better defenders, and you might as well let her expend some energy on the defensive side versus your shooter.
You're right. Taylor Christensen, the standout volleyball player who has seen quite a bit here now, stepped in a big role with the varsity basketball team this year and has done a great job kind of in that two-guard spot. She's since checked out of the game as Hazel Eaton right now is in, as well as Veda Barkel. And we have a foul called. I don't know if you saw that foul.
I think it
must have been off the ball.
Warning?
Oh, a warning.
On the coach.
On the coach, gotcha.
Yeah, we used to have a defender like that in Ethan Turner, who Coach Damien and I coached as we won a few divisional titles. And I'll get back to that here as you want to finish the play.
Here, pass inside to Miller, can't find her. It's going to be out of bounds. Belgrade ball, turnover.
Yeah, we always had some good matchups with Havre. They had a kid named Dane Warp who is actually playing over at Carroll College now, averaging about 20 a game. And Ethan could score for us, but he wasn't our main scorer. And so, we would have him on Dane Warp, and he gave Dane fits all the time and always helped keep him in check. And Dane was a tough player to do that. And if you got a person like that and they get that type of mentality, as now we get another offensive foul on Belgrade going back to Havre. When you get a player that can do that, it can help win you some ball games, especially when a team has a scorer.
So turnover there from the Panthers. Gracie Carter in the game now. I wanted to say Hannah Gee for a second. Saw the long ponytail, number 34. As that jump shot there from the baseline goes for Miller. Suddenly, Havre has jumped out to a 5-point lead.
And it's tough to contain Havre as a whole, too, because, like I said, they got some other scorers, too. As I believe it's Miller that just scored. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that was, I think it was Katia Miller.
Yeah, and she's already hit a few buckets. She's had a 3, and she's got a nice shot there. And like, you got Wurzberger, who's been able to get to the rim a little bit, and number 21, Miller, who's now has on the bench, has 8 for Havre. But it's tough to slow them down for long periods of time. And Belgrade's got to, I think it was kind of crucial here going into the fourth quarter. Belgrade's got to get a couple scores, or at least one score here.
Weber here guarded tightly by Phileas. In trouble, finds Eaton, and Eaton's going to be, nope. We got a timeout here taken by Coach Fowler in the right at the right time. And we have a technical foul called against Havre. Let's stay with us right here. I'm not sure exactly what was said. I got these headsets on, so I can't quite hear.
Well, I know Coach Kraske, and I can tell you what he said. I've known him for years.
Can you say it on the air?
No, but he's not a shy coach.
Okay.
And he'll definitely speak his mind when something's wrong, and he didn't like what he saw right there. So we'll see what happens there. He's going to have to be seat belted to the chair now. He's not going to, by rule, he can't stand now the rest of the game.
All right, we've got a little more time left in this timeout, so with that, let's go ahead and run to a commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
High Country Paving, locally owned and operated since 2002. High Country Paving believes in the values of kids being a part of the team. Harrington Pepsi, your local Pepsi bottler. Made to Clean. Trust the team that's made to clean. Give them a call at 209-2109. Reach Higher Montana helps students achieve personal success in education, career, and life. Schedule an appointment with Cullen Gilbreth in the BHS Counseling Office.
So as we saw right before that commercial break, the Havre bench called for a technical foul. And Gabby Weber is going to be at the free throw line here to shoot for this technical. Off the back iron. She'll get one more chance here. Second free throw goes. And now it will be Belgrade ball at midcourt. See, that's Chet Lehman there right behind Veda Barkel calling for Havre Radio. Nice to see Chet back in the house. Here Weber gets to Eaton. Eaton kicks it back out to Weber. Three-pointer on the way. Misses. Rebound, Veda Barkel. Kicks it out to Eaton. She's open for three. Won't go off the back iron. Tipped around a couple times. And Havre's going to come up with it as Keller will bring it down with a 4-point lead here late in this third quarter. Pass inside, tipped away by Bailey Christensen with 1:02 to go. In the third, it's going to be Havre ball. Inbounded and fouled right away is Cato. So Cato's going to go to the free throw line.
Lauren Cato at the line, shooting two.
Cato gets the first one.
Cheyenne Tooman in for the Panthers.
As you see Cheyenne Tooman now checking into the game. Second one from Cato. Misses that one. Rolls around a couple times. Havre gets the rebound and then fouled again. So unfortunate set of events here on this last minute of play for the third quarter. Finds Havre with a 5-point lead and now inbounding it under the Panther basket. Phileas thought about the three. Keller, now guarded by Weber, goes left. Shot blocked by Gabby, and then out of bounds where it will be Havre basketball inbounded underneath. And then wide open underneath there and putting it in off the glass is Loy Wade. 7-point advantage now for the Blue Ponies. Gabby here nearly loses it, gets it back. Gets it back out to Eaton. Eaton, 13-footer. Won't go. Rebound, Blue Ponies. Ahead to Keller. Keller's shot won't go. Offensive rebound, Phileas. And Gabby Weber is down hurt right now at the bottom of your screen there. And Matt Hoskins here, Belgrade trainer, is out on the court here working with Gabby. And I'm hopeful that this is nothing too serious. It looks like he is working on some muscles, like this could be a cramp. I believe this is a cramp, so that would be best case scenario. Now, they're very painful. As you see, she's not feeling super great right now. Cramps are very painful, but the good news is you just work them out, hydrate, stay stretched, and you can come back here. So she's going to now, as Belgrade head coach Sarah Fowler is on the floor, to give her a quick sip. And while Gabby's being tended to, let's go ahead and run a commercial break here.
Big Sky Bravery provides our military's active duty special operations forces with post-deployment decompression programs throughout Montana's restorative surroundings.
Town and Country Foods, serving the Belgrade community with multiple locations across the Gallatin Valley. Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance. Don't think about retirement, plan for it. Call Ty at 388-3178.
Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips in Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com.
All right, Weber is off the floor. Connie, I'm sure you didn't enjoy seeing that one from home, but she's being tended to right now. And now with under a minute to play, actually just a few seconds left here as the clock runs out, Belgrade unable to get the shot off. And so that will do it for the third quarter. Panthers here trailing by 7. We'll go ahead and run a couple commercials and be back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Taco Time's new awesome sauce burrito is just $1.99. It's totally sauceum. See what I did there? Made with real food real fast. We load it with seasoned ground beef, refried beans, rich and creamy cheese sauce, and our world-famous Mexi fries. Time to customize. Pick your sauce, boss. Choose original, green, or blazing 5-alarm. Whatever your style, grab your awesome sauce burrito and go the extra mile for just $1.99. Only at Taco Time, where real ingredients make better food.
To start the fourth quarter out, it will be Blue Pony basketball. Keller, pass inside to Miller, taken away by the Panthers. Gracie Carter here gets it up to Christensen. Christensen passes down to Tuman on the block. Tuman goes up. No foul called as she loses the handle. And now a double dribble. I was ready to say travel, but I wanted to wait and see what the referee exactly called. So it will be now Belgrade ball after that turnover. Some back and forth action right away, just 16 seconds into this fourth quarter. Inbounded to Eaton. And then a third turnover here in the first 18 seconds now of the fourth. Again, Gabby Weber not in the game right now. She came down with cramps there at the end of the third, so we're hopeful to see her back before the end of this game. Now driving baseline whistle. It's going to be a foul on the floor called against the Panthers. It's going to be 7th team foul, so this should send her to the line for a 1-and-1. And Andy Demjanovic now back. Coach, Blue Ponies here at the line shooting a 1-and-1. I don't know if you saw there at the end of the third, but it looked like Gabby Weber went down with, it looked to be a cramp. I don't know if you were down there in the locker room area and saw, or if you have a quick update, you know.
Yeah, coming back to the locker room, I think Mr. Hoskins is just trying to work out a cramp, kind of balled up on her. As you saw, it was non-contact, and sometimes non-contact, you don't want to see a knee ligament type thing, but she kind of got back up to hobble. So I think it's just cramping. You know, she's a girl that's got to play a ton of minutes, and this has been a fast-paced game. And as Keller takes it up and in and then one. And that's tough without your team leader on the floor who can kind of lead you, calm you down, get you some points. So in her absence, these girls are going to have to step up and work together here and just try to keep Havre in check as much as possible. But I think at this point it's only a cramp.
Keller hits that free throw. She's now got her point total up to 19 and nearly gets a steal. Now probably does. But we have a jump ball called. Possession arrow does favor Belgrade with 7:13 to go here in the fourth. But they've now stretched their lead out to 12, and they're going to apply full court pressure as Eaton gets this inbound. Filius on her, and Filius is going to be called for a foul here on the floor, and now Hazel Eaton will go to the free throw line with a chance to shoot.
Yeah, Belgrade's done a great job hanging in this basketball game, even making the comeback, but it's just tough. Havre is a tough team, and they're pulling away here. They're up 12 now with 7 to go. And if Belgrade can kind of get some free throws and stop the clock a little bit, Nate, and make some of these free throws as Hazel makes her first, and get a couple defensive stops, maybe Gabby's able to come back and return. But they're definitely got to hold girls in check, and they got to know where the Keller girl is all the time. Great job by Gracie Carter there with the offensive rebound. And so it looks like Belgrade go back to the free throw line, which is good. Clock stop. You get another chance at a couple more points here.
This time it will be Taylor Christensen shooting from the line.
Just Javilla checking in for the Blue Hornets.
Front end of the 1-and-1 misses. Rebound now coming the other way. Here's Keller with the pump fake and then goes to the basket. She's fouled.
Yeah, McGinley tries to take a charge there, but can't quite come up with it.
Foul McGinley, her second. Kendall Keller at the line, shooting 2.
Gracie Keller gets that one now for her 20th point of the afternoon. And then a timeout taken by Havre. This is a full timeout. So with that, let's go ahead and run a commercial. We'll be right back after this.
High Country Paving, locally owned and operated since 2002. High Country Paving believes in the values of kids being a part of the team. Harrington Pepsi, your local Pepsi bottler. Made to Clean. Trust the team that's made to clean. Give them a call at 209-2109. Reach Higher Montana helps students achieve personal success in education, career, and life. Schedule an appointment with Cullen Gilbreth in the BHS Counseling Office.
Back from the timeout, now Keller will have the second end here of this 1-and-1. Gets the roll, 49-36, still full court pressure. Taylor Christensen here, double team, gets it ahead to Eaton. Looking for Gracie Carter, pass is gonna be just too much over her head. So turnover under the basket.
Christensen back in for the Panthers.
Christensen and Bailey Christensen, McKenna Carlson back in. Thinking about the three-pointer and then driving baseline, losing it off the left foot was Lloyd Wade. And still with Belgrade, without Gabby, the ball handler in, they're going to continue this full court press as Belgrade has done a good job breaking it. It's just been some turnovers down once they've been on the offensive end. That's been kind of holding them back in this fourth as Eaton is going to be called for a travel. With 6:34 to go. Nice cut from Wade. Lays it off the backboard and in. Boy, Havre really pulling away here in this fourth quarter. Carlson's going to go back to the free throw line. Now leading 51-36. Belgrade did have, throughout parts of the third quarter, led by as much as 3, possibly 4 points. And then it felt like it started getting away a little bit as Carlson, I mentioned, she's shooting some good free throws. She kind of short arms that one a little bit. But Panthers trailing now by 15. That one misses front iron. Offensive or defensive rebound there goes to Keller. Miller's pass is a little too much, goes out of bounds. Right there in your living room with that cam right there on the baseline. Weber back in the game. McGinley, Taylor Christensen. Nice pass inside to her sister. She lays it off the glass and in for an and one. We've got Owen Damjanovic with us while Andy, I think Andy was a part of the training staff, maybe getting Gabby back out on the floor. So Owen, thanks for joining us on the broadcast today. Really appreciate you being here.
Okay.
Can't be shy. Christensen's free throw doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Now Carlson underneath. She goes up, won't go. Still loose. Carlson comes up with it again, gets it out to Gabby. Gabby's going to jump shot here, and it goes right back at it. Who was that?
Gabby Weber.
All right, Gabby Weber for 2. 51-40. Würzberger gets it over to Keller. Now inside, Miller sends it back out. Thought about the 3. Havre has no problem taking time off the clock here with an 11-point lead. As Miller goes up with it, it won't fall. Comes up with the offensive board, now tied up. Possession arrow in favor of Havre with under 5 to play in this game. There, Christensen with the board. Taylor Christensen now looking inside. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. Belgrade ball under the basket. Coach D, what'd you learn about, or tell me, what'd you learn while you were out there? You're back.
I'm back.
What kind of information did you gather?
Well, we obviously know Gabby's back in the game, so it was cramping.
Okay.
So I was just seeing if the concession staff had something that I wanted that would help her with that, but they don't. So just going to have to just play it through it for the next 4 minutes, 35 seconds. Hopefully it doesn't come back up again. And Belgrade's still hanging in there. There's only 11-point lead here by Havre. And with Gabby back on the floor, Belgrade can still have the opportunity to get maybe some scores here.
Yeah, since checking back in, she had a long jump shot on the right wing. Is now on this set inbound play. In the corner, Weber pass inside. Taylor Christensen kicks it out here. McGinley drives in, goes up, and gets the roll. Cuts it to a single-digit lead for the Blue Ponies.
Yeah, all they have to do now is get a defensive stop, and that we cannot have. She gets deep in the lane. But great job by McKenna Carlson, as she's tough to shoot over when she plays straight up. So good recovery there, but we can't give up baseline.
Here's Weber to Taylor Christensen. Taylor pass inside. Carlson off the glass and in. And I can tell you, Gabby is limping back off the floor with cramps again, if you saw that. So Hoskins is going to see if he can help her out here, get her on the floor one more time, as that wasn't a very timely time to limp off, as Belgrade's got a little momentum right now.
Yeah, and all they got to do is, all they have to do is get a stop here, and that's easier said than done against the Havre Blue Ponies. But if they can get a stop here, call another illegal screen. I'm not sure. She must have been moving. Looked like a solid screen to me. I didn't really get a whole eye on it, but Havre's going to come up and press. But that was a nice pass, though, by Taylor Christensen again. She has made several nice passes down to inside. So now another illegal screen. I don't know if the officials are illegal screen half-beat. That's about the 10th call on illegal screen for both teams. So Belgrade turns it right back over here. And then that's all you can ask for is, you know, have them shoot a jump shot, but Havre's a great shooting team there.
Keller, 3-on-1, gets it to a teammate, shot blocked, but then a foul called.
Yeah, again, the officials trailing there from behind. Looked like a clean block, actually, from the replay.
Taylor Christensen.
And that's the only thing that I do get irked about is positioning. And you can't just call something to call something. If she was fouled, she was fouled. She should be at the line. But that official's trailing the play. Again, it doesn't have the vision to make sure that there was much contact there.
Second free throw goes. Puts the lead back to 10. Taylor Christensen has it taken away. And then fouled is Cassidy Compton. So Compton will go to the line.
Cassidy Compton at the line for the Blue Ponies.
Some pretty deep size from Owen Demjanovic on.
Hey, no breathing. No breathing into the mic, boy.
Why?
There's some deep size after the near and one here for Compton.
You're okay.
Compton gets the second one to go there. 12-point lead. Look who's back. And Weber's fouled. She'll go to the line. You know, 3:27 to go here. We see the Havre boys team there in the top corner of the screen, heading into the locker room for one last talk before they come out and get warmed up, as we will have the boys game following this one. But really, regardless of however this one turns out today, I think Coach Fowler and this Lady Panther team, they've got a lot to build on and feel good about. There's look at the offensive rebound. Now McGinley drives up. She's blocked. It's going to be Belgrade ball, but really, go, I'll let you go ahead. I know you got a thought.
Oh, no. I think they've continued to get better game in and game out, and they've been in this game the whole time, and they've done a great job against the defending champs. So
here as Christensen is going to go to the free throw line.
And I think they're a balanced team, too, Nate, where they have balanced parts. They're not just a bunch of bigs or just a bunch of guards. They have some post presence, but they also have some guards surrounding that. And I think if they just continue to get consistent in their team chemistry as they have and work on the things that they do well, they're going to be actually a solid basketball team.
Right. Couldn't agree more. Christensen gets the second one, doesn't go. It's about as long as you can see the ball stay on the rim without going in. Phileas finds Compton on the wing. She pump fakes, drives, goes baseline and in. 59-45. Weber spins inside. Nice finger roll right down the lane. 24 for Weber. Now a turnover. Carlson gets it ahead to McGinley. Christensen looking for a teammate. She finds Weber. Taylor Christensen now. High post. Christensen underneath. Misses. Working for the rebound is Carlson, but can't keep it in. As we have the officials visiting with the scores bench here in front of us, trying to work something out. I'm looking at the Havre boys team here up in the top of the right of your screen. Any idea how did they do last night with Park? You know how these, I believe they were in Park last night. Do you know how they did over there?
I'm not sure how the boys is. They have a new head coach, so
okay.
I didn't get in contact with their head coach. I just knew the Havre girls because I know Kraske. Yeah, we'll in the pregame show we'll get that all squared away, matched up.
Three-pointer goes for number 23, Javilicek. Weber out to McGinley. Inside to Carlson. Loses the handle, turnover. Filius. And Havre having no problem taking some time off the clock as Miller puts that one up. Compton gets the rebound. And then she's fouled.
Yeah, I think Coach Fowler's just going to take her out of the game. And
yeah. Valiant performance here by Gabby Weber. But that's likely going to be it for today for her. But like we said, this is the defending state champions that came into the event center. And for 3 quarters, this game was really, led by Belgrade getting into the fourth. And it was a Gabby Weber injury that when things started getting a little out of sorts or lopsided here is it's 61-48. But a great team effort here by the Lady Panthers. And a reason to believe that they can hang with anyone in the state.
Yeah, going forward as they're practicing and performing, they just need to practice like they're going against Havre.
Yep.
And prepare that way, because really in the game of basketball, it's not like football where different offenses, different defenses. It's pretty much all the same in basketball. And if they can work on those things that they know that would help them propel to beat the Blue Ponies and have that as a goal day in and day out to maybe have a shot at redemption at one point, maybe in a divisional tournament or maybe even the state tournament. Right. If you get that quality of type basketball, the Lady Panthers are going to be good, and I think they'll only get better as the season goes on.
Again, we will have the boys game on after this one. The way it'll work is we will end this stream. So you're watching on your YouTube there on the Panther Live channel where it says Belgrade girls versus Havre. We'll end this stream. This link will be available for replay for the next 24 hours before we deactivate it so that opposing teams can't use it as scouting material, but give our girls enough time to go back and watch themselves in the replay. So for the next 24 hours, you'll have that. We will, though, reopen a new stream named Belgrade Boys versus Havre, as that three-pointer from McGinley won't go. And that's where you'll catch the boys game in about 25 minutes from right now. So you'll go ahead and just look for the new link on the Panther Live YouTube page about 20 minutes after this one concludes, and we'll have the boys game on between Havre and Belgrade, as this one's going to be tied up. Possession arrow does favor the Blue Ponies with just over a minute to go in a 61-48 lead. Miller. Javilicek passes inside to Miller. Tries to hook around there, can't go. Still with it though, and then finally goes up with it. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Belgrade. It will be Havre ball as 4 new Panthers are coming into the game. Make that 5. Well, I think Bella Pachenko, yeah, she'll make it in too, so a full line change.
Pachenko.
As you hear Greg Pockel calling out some of these new Panthers that are in the game. As well as the Blue Ponies subbing out some players with under a minute to play. Looking at some scores from around the state. Yeah, Billings Central over Lewistown, 64-48. Lewistown has got a heck of a squad. That's what makes that one seem. I know Billings Central's good, really good, has been in the state championship the last couple of years, but with that lineup that Lewistown has, that's a pretty lopsided score. Hardin over Miles City last night. Again, these are some boys scores we're reading off. As that shot goes for Britton Paulson, sophomore for the Blue Ponies. Eaton looking for Pacheco. He turned over. Now with 28 seconds left, a foul called. It's going to be against Belgrade. No, it'll be against Havre, excuse me. So here's a question I got for you. Just seeing how the refs on the floor have called some of these illegal screens, a couple different offensive calls. Some I didn't really have my eyes on, but just more than we're used to seeing. Is that something that the boys coaches, you know, Coach Deming and the coach from Havre are out here looking like, okay, this is what we need to look out for tonight, or is it too late to change that plan?
Well, it depends if they have the same refing crew. I'm not sure. If they have enough guys, there'll be a new 3-man crew.
Gotcha.
And you're just going to have to feel what they do out. But I'm not sure if it's these same 3. Yeah, you got to kind of think that in your head, because if they're going to call that, they got to be consistent in what they've done tonight. But yeah, I'm not so sure. So we'll find out.
Flickema looking for a teammate, finds Pacheco. Drives baseline, looking inside there at the buzzer, and that will do it. Final score here from the event center, the Havre Blue Ponies 63, the Belgrade Panthers 48. We'll get some final thoughts from Coach Demjanovic, then we'll shut this down and be back with the boys game in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, the Belgrade girls were down early on. They climbed back in by halftime and took a little bit of a lead there in the third quarter. And like you said, Havre was just too much tonight. But I thought the girls played well. Gabby Weber had an outstanding game, I know, and then she kind of went down. Might have killed a little bit of their momentum, but it's also good for the other girls to also have to be able to step up and do some things without her on the floor when you're in a pretty tough game situation, because she might be in foul trouble later in the year at some point, right? So, but our girls played Havre well. And I think our girls will just continue to get better.
All right, so that will do it. I'll close it out with an Owen Demjanovic, Go Panthers. Let's hear it, Owen. How about a Go Panthers?
Go Panthers!
All right, we'll be back with the boys game in about 20 minutes.